This is pathetic, and I'm sure you will get angry. As you all know, Oriyomi Hamzat, a radio TV presenter, also a mediator, he became popular, and in fact, the image of Femi Falana skyrocketed more on a particular case that has to do with a so-called businessman, an hotelier, and a young man in the southwest of Nigeria. The name of the young man that passed away mysteriously is Timothy Adegoke. He had enrolled into one of the institutions in the southwest of Nigeria, Obafemi Awolowo University, right there in Ile-Ife. He was a master degree student, a postgraduate student. Well, we have on the other hand Rahman Adedoyin. This man is known to be rich. In fact, there was a time that talks were ongoing if Rahman Adedoyin will be the Oni of Ile-Ife. But somehow, due to some, I don't know, whatever it is internal, he was not allowed, he was not permitted to be king. He ended up saying later that his lineage are not kings. Of course, we know from that surname, Adedoyin, definitely there is something that contains or connects to kingship. Now, this man had this hotel because that hotel has been closed down. He engaged, from what we heard, in some mysterious activities. This activity is more of taking the lives of lodgers in his hotel. Now, we don't know if Rahman Adedoyin uses these people for medical purposes. What I mean is sells their parts. Or it is more of the rituals. We are not sure. So, Oriyomi Hamzat came on this matter and he kept on pressing. In fact, a lot of people applauded him. Not until the case of Mohbad that he had to bow out, like wash his hands off, because it will not flow well with who he was going to get legal advice from. And I'm talking of Femi Falana. You all know the story. But there is a strange update right now. In fact, ever since the story of Bobrisky came out, where talks about people who have been sentenced, if they are really in prison or not, it is a mystery. Rahman was sentenced, but what is really going on? Is Rahman somewhere else? Even though the son of this man is at large, he escaped. Where is Rahman Adedoyin? That is the question that begs for an answer, right? This case trended some couple of years ago, and everyone felt comfortable and they relaxed, thinking that justice have been served. But has justice been served, you will be in for a shocker. Let us listen to Oriyomi Hamzat and we'll be talking more.
Ẹ bá ti gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ tẹ́sí mọ́ bí tá a bá dé ẹ máa wò pé kí ni update Oriyomi mú wá. Ní November 5, 2021 ó ní wọ́n pa Timothy Adegoke, ọmọkùnrin kékeré kan ṣùgbọ́n tí ó ń gbìyànjú láti di èèyàn tí ó fẹ́ pa iṣẹ́ àti òṣìrun nínú ẹbí rẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé òun ni gbogbo ẹbí dì mọ́ ní ìlú Èrúwà. Ó fi ìlú Àbújá ṣe bùjókòó níbi tó ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ ajé rẹ̀. Ọmọkùnrin Timothy yìí ó lọ ṣe ìdánwò láti gba oyè kóyè lẹ́nu ẹ̀kọ́ rẹ̀ nílé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga tó wà ní Yunifásítì ti Ilé-Ifẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n ilé ìtura tó dé sí tó sùn sí, ibẹ̀ náà ni títàn ti dé bá, gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìwádìí tá a ṣe tó sì yé gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà ńgbà náà nígbà tá à ń wá ọ̀rìn kíni wí ọ̀rọ̀ náà. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá gbàgbé, wọ́n ní Timothy kò sùn lé ìtura náà rárá. Rẹ́kọ̀dù tí orúkọ ẹ̀ fi wọlé wọ́n ti fàya nígbà táwọn èèyàn ò fi débẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan kan oríṣiríṣi ló ti lọ lábẹ́nú, èyí tó jẹ mọ́ pé bíi kí ẹni tó ní ilé ìtura kó ti mú àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ kó ti kó wọn lọ́wọ́ sẹ́yìn, ó sì ti mú wọn ní pàpàǹkókò pé wọn gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́wọ́ pé ẹni yẹn sun ilé ìtura náà. Èyí tí a rí gbọ́ wípé ẹni tí í ṣe ọmọ ẹni tó ní ilé ìtura náà, Adedoyin Adegoke ọmọ Adedoyin, ó ní ó jẹ́ olùdarí ní ilé ìtura ọ̀hún. Ilé ìtura tá à ń sọ yìí, ibẹ̀ ni Timothy sùn sí. Àṣírí tú nítorí pé Timothy jẹ́ ọkùnrin tí kì í rìnrìn kùnrin, ó dẹ̀ máa ń sọ gbogbo bó bá ṣe ń lọ fún ìyàwó rẹ̀. Ìyàwó Timothy ní ìkúnlẹ̀ méjì fún Timothy, ṣùgbọ́n ọmọ 3 péré ó ní. Nítorí pé àkọ́kọ́ ìkúnlẹ̀ rẹ̀ ó fi bí ìbejì Táyé àti Kẹ́hìndé. Nígbà tó fi ìkúnlẹ̀ kejì tó fi bí Samuel, ìyẹn ọkùnrin kan obìnrin kan làwọn ìbejì. Samuel jẹ́ ọkùnrin, ó wá jẹ́ pé ọmọ 3 tí Timothy bí, ọkùnrin 2 obìnrin kan. Ìyá Timothy ti dàgbà gan o, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá Timothy ti dàgbà. Timothy jẹ́ ọmọ tí ó jẹ́ pé ẹyọ kan ni wọ́n bí lé nínú àwọn ọmọ tí bàbá rẹ̀ bí. Bákan náà, òun náà lọ́lọ́run ní kó rọ́wọ́ mú jù. Ó sì jẹ́ ọ̀jìnmí olùṣírò owó tá a mọ̀ sí chartered accountant ní dédé àkókò tá à ń sọ yìí. Ikú Timothy ni làwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ ń sáré kiri fún, ní la kọ̀pábọ̀ ní là ń tọ́ díẹ̀díẹ̀ kó tó di ọjọ́ 11 oṣù 11 ọdún 2021 ká tó padà ṣàwárí òkú Timothy níbi tí wọ́n jù ú sí. Ìwádìí lọ síwájú sọ́tún sósì, ó gbé wa dé Àbújá o, níbi tí ilé ẹjọ́ ti kọ́kọ́ ń jókòó ká tó sọ pé àfaramọ́ ká tó dá padà sí Òṣogbo nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun tọ́rọ̀ náà ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ má gbàgbé wípé ṣáájú wọ́n tó kó ẹjọ́ náà lọ Àbújá láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kígbe, nígbà tó jẹ́ pé ẹni wọ́n fi ẹ̀sùn kàn àtúnrí lórí Facebook tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti tì mọ́lé. Ṣé wọ́n á máa lo fóònù láti mọ́lé, wọ́n á máa Facebook ń bẹ̀? Eléyìí la fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kígbe tantan pé ọ̀rọ̀ yóò yé wa mọ́ o. Níwọ̀n ìgbà tó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé olówó ọlọ́lá lẹni náà tí sì ń sọ pé olówó sohun gbogbo tán. Àfàìmọ̀ kó mi mọ́ tẹ̀yìn wọ̀gbìn. Bí mo bóyá tí mo sọ ń yá àwọn èèyàn sá. Níbi tọ́rọ̀ dé dúró báyìí, àfàìmọ̀ kó mi mọ́ tẹ̀yìn wọ̀gbìn. Mo ń bọ̀ ẹ dákun. Mo ń bọ̀. Wọ́n ní asọ̀rọ̀ ṣẹ kì í sọ̀rọ̀ dànù. Kí ló dé tí mo fi ní àfàìmọ̀ kó mi mọ́ tẹ̀yìn wọ̀gbìn? Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, ó yẹ kí n jẹ́ kó yé yín pé àwọn orúkọ yẹn gbogbo ẹ̀ ti tẹ̀ mí lọ́wọ́. Àwọn tí ọwọ́ tẹ̀ ń gbà yẹn tí ìjọba fi páńpẹ́ gbé pẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn tó dúró déédéé. Adedoyin Rahman, àwọn oní olóyè Rahman Adegoke Adedoyin tó ní hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì gangan. Adédèjì Adéṣọkà, Magdalene Chifona, Adéníjì Adérọ̀gbà, Olúwálé Lawrence, Oyètúndé Kazeem, Adébáyọ̀ Kúnlé, Adedoyin Rahim, Esther Asego àti Quadri Moshood. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ̀sùn kàn nìyẹn o, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tí mo fẹ́ kà yìí wọ́n sá lọ àti ìrí wọn dìsìn. Wọ́n sá lọ. Adájọ́ sì pàṣẹ pé kí wọ́n make sure pé wọ́n rí wọn o, torí pé wọ́n lẹ́jọ́ jẹ́, torí pé ẹ̀sùn yẹn yí mọ́ wọn lẹ́sẹ̀, pàápàá jùlọ Adedoyin Rahim tí sọmọ olóògbé tí sọmọ olóyè Abdulrahman Adedoyin Adegoke. àkọ́bí rẹ̀ lọ́kùnrin tó fàṣẹ lé lọ. Esther Asigo òun náà sá lọ. Quadri Moshood òun náà sá lọ. Àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yìí wọ́n sì ń wá wọn dì sí. Ṣùgbọ́n ti dájọ́ àwọn tó kù. On the 30th of May 2003 ọdún kan ti kọjá báyìí tí wọ́n ti dá ẹjọ́ àwọn èèyàn wá ń béèrè pé ṣé mo sure wọ́n béèrè ní London, mo dé Essex wọ́n béèrè, mo dé Manchester wọ́n béèrè, mo dé Newcastle wọ́n béèrè, wọ́n ti pè mí láti America, wọ́n pè mí láti Canada, mo dé Europe wọ́n bi mí wípé ṣé mo dẹ̀ sure pé Adedoyin Rahman ó sì wà ní àtìmọ́ àwọn ọlọ́pàá. Ṣé mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti padà gbé kúrò nílé sàlẹ̀ àkókò kan tí wọ́n gbé lọ sí Ìkòyí? Mi mọ̀ bóyá ẹ mọ̀, mi mọ̀ bóyá mo sọ fún yín, ẹ má bínú tí mi ò bá sọ torí ẹ deserve gbogbo information tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú máa yẹn. Kí ló wá jẹ́ kí n sáré wá ta lénìí? Mi mọ̀ bóyá ń ṣe aṣọ yìí, ẹ dákun ẹ bá mi ṣe àyè. Nítorí gbogbo iléeṣẹ́ ìròyìn pátápátá ni, àti nítorí gbogbo àwa bloggers, àti gbogbo àwa tá à ń gbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára. Lásìkò tí mò ń sọ pé wọ́n ń bi mí yẹn, ó ní ọ̀rọ̀ Bobrisky ṣẹlẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń sọ pé ó wà níbi tán tí máa kò wà níbi tán tí máa ó wà ní private flat kan kò wà ní private flat kan tó ń sọ oríṣiríṣi nígbà yẹn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ Bobrisky. Ilẹ̀ nìkan wá gbéròyìn jáde pé Abdulrahim náà Abdulrahman Adegoke Adedoyin kò sí níbi tán ni wọ́n ti mọ́mọ́ o, wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn gbà yẹn. Bàbá mọ̀ pé wà ń bẹ̀. Léèní wá ń kọ́ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. A ti gba ìpè o, a ti gba ìpè. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá gbàgbé, a sọ wípé Adedoyin lọ pe ẹjọ́ kò tẹ́mi lọ́rùn. Ó lọ pe ẹjọ́ kò tẹ́mi lọ́rùn wípé kí wọ́n da ẹjọ́ tí adájọ́ àgbà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun dá yẹn kan dànù. Normally, appeal court tí wọ́n máa ń lò lọ́ṣun láwọn cases àti rí kódà kó jẹ́ cases olóṣèlú, Ìbàdàn ni wọ́n máa ń lò. Appeal court wà ní Ìbàdàn. A rò pé Ìbàdàn súnmọ́ Ọ̀ṣun. Nígbà tó jẹ́ pé Ọ̀ṣun náà wọ́n dẹ̀ ti dájọ́. Ọ̀ṣun náà dẹ̀ ni àwọn tọ́rọ̀ yẹn kàn. Ọ̀yọ́ state ń dẹ̀ ní ẹni tí wọ́n pa, ọmọ tí wọ́n pa ọmọ Ọ̀yọ́ state ni. So Ọ̀ṣun àti Ọ̀yọ́ state closer. Bó àmọ́ rí sì tó fi jẹ́ pé bóyá ilé ẹjọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn Ìbàdàn bóyá kò ṣiṣẹ́ àbí ẹni ọ̀rọ̀ ayé ìsáyè ni we don't know. Àmọ́ rí sì tó fi jẹ́ pé Àkúrẹ́ ni wọ́n gbé ẹjọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn lọ. Àkúrẹ́ ní Adédoyin lọ tó ti lọ pẹjọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn. Ṣùgbọ́n àwa yìí ṣe agbẹjọ́rò débi pé a sọ pé Àkúrẹ́ tó lọ dá Nàìjíríà náà ló sáà lọ. Àwọn agbẹjọ́rò náà wọ́n sáà dá. Iye táwa rò tá a fi tẹ́ẹ̀rù fi ń bà wá lórí ẹ̀ àgbè sínú. Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ káwọn adájọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn bẹ́ẹ̀ kí wọ́n mọ̀, Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ wọn já sọ ń tọ́wà nù wa. Ọlọ́run yóò jẹ́ kí ó jẹ́ pé ń tọ́wà nù wa yẹn kó jẹrà mọ́ wa nú tá à ń rò yẹn, Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ wọn já sọ. Ìyẹn àwọn adájọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn ká sì rọ̀ wọ́n, àwọn adájọ́ kòtẹ́lẹ́jọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn pé ọ̀rọ̀ yìí èsè ọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú ẹnìkan wọlé ẹnìkan ò wọlé o. Eléyìí yàtọ̀ sí pé ẹni tí wọ́n ní ó wọlé mọ́ ní kòtẹ́milọ́rùn wọ́n padà lọ wọlé ní magistrate o. Kìí sọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú o. Eléyìí ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀mí life. Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀mí intimidate anybody, threaten anybody. But we believe so much in you. We believe so much in you and we are bent. We are bent. We are bent on justice for this matter. We are bent on justice. It's not the justice on this matter is non-negotiable. Níwájú appeal court tó wà ní Àkúrẹ́. Àwa ò ní nǹkan kan against pé lọ Àkúrẹ́. A kàn wo proximity. Proximity tó mú wa gbé ẹjọ́ yẹn kúrò ní Àbújá pé ibi téèyàn bá ti dáràn ní ti ṣe náà ti gbẹ́jọ́ rẹ̀ ní la fi gbé wá sí Òṣogbo tán fi dájọ́ lóṣogbo. Bọ̀ bóyá Àkúrẹ́ ló wá sún mẹ́yìn jù Ìbàdàn lọ. We don't care. ilé ẹjọ́ ní tàkúrẹ́, ilé ẹjọ́ ní tìbàdàn. Yòókù síbi tẹ́ ẹ lọ àá tẹ̀lé yín débẹ̀ nítorí pé a fẹ́ dájọ́ òdodo. Oriyomi Hamzat will be there on Tuesday by his grace. Oriyomi Hamzat will be there on Tuesday. Ẹ̀yin oníròyìn náà gbogbo yín, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà lápapọ̀, ẹ dákun. Iṣẹ́ rí tá a bá gé lórí tá a bá wú tegbòtegbò ó léwu gan ni. Tá a bá gé lórí tá a wú tegbòtegbò ó léwu gan.
So sad. So sad. I know whoever it is that has been sentenced, regardless of what the public thinks or what the victim thinks, such a person has the right to go seek for redress. That is appeal, whatever they need to appeal. I do understand that part of it. The story of Timothy Adedoyin, Adegoke, it's just unfortunate that both of them have Ade as the prefix of their names. Timothy Adegoke and Rahman Adedoyin. It is sad. So when I say sad, it's a sad one. It's a sad one. So sad. So sad. Both of them. They met each other in a situation, in circumstances that nobody can explain. But from the little investigation here and there, from what people could gather here and there, what happened that night to Timothy Adegoke, it is left for movies to play the scenario, the scene, to show to people what really transpired that night. Because a lot of people cannot really say the exact that happened. But it's glaring that Rahman is guilty. The son of Rahman is at large till today. Nobody knows where he is. He probably flew out of Nigeria or is hiding somewhere. I don't know how long the money that he has access to, how long that money is going to last. I don't know if there are other businesses of his father that he's living on. Maybe the picture of this guy should have been placed on national dailies and on social media. Wanted should have been placed on him. If that has been done, I don't think he will be where he is right now comfortably. I don't think so. Even if he's in the Caribbean, if he's in Europe, if he's in America, or he's hiding in any of those African countries, maybe one of those countries, escape there, get a flat somewhere, and live his life secretly, hoping that one day this case will be overturned or Nigerians will forget. This is what this is basically what Mr. Oriyomi Hamzat is talking about. That people tend to forget things very quickly. Oh, he has been sentenced. That is all. I don't blame people. They do not have access to the prisons and they cannot by themselves press to find out. Well, Mr. Oriyomi Hamzat has done the needful. If not because people have talked about it, he won't have even checked one or two things out. And we are surprised. I think as at February of this year, I started getting information that Mr. Rahman wants to appeal the sentence. And they said they should unalive him. They said they should RIP him for what he did to this young man, Timothy. It is so sad. I'm sure you probably heard that story. It was a story that rocked at least the southwest of Nigeria. Not like that of Mohbad. Mohbad's case rocked far and wide. And people thought if Mr. If Mr. Oriyomi Hamzat got on it, they felt that it would have helped his reputation and it would have added to his CV. But since he said he can't and that he cannot process it, like, sorry, I cannot go ahead with this. I can't. I'm sorry. I will not be able to. And I know that he could not at that time, because for you to press on this, you will need a lawyer. And the lawyer that would have been used, Wumi had already gotten access to that lawyer, if not from Wumi's sister and other people who would not have known that Wumi and Mohbad's mother had visited Femi Falana before Karimo and her mother got to Nigeria. And Karimo's mother is aware of the game. They ran first down to the lawyer to talk and tell him what they needed to tell him. Of course, whatever it is that they ran ahead of is because they needed to discuss what they don't want Mohbad's father to hear. But in the case of Timothy, family were together. They had nothing to fight over. The wife of Timothy is not like Wumi. So is it Wunwon? So we understand that part, that in the case of Wunwon, she had something to steal. She's from the street. She has something to harvest from Mohbad. That's why that happened. Well, probably they are looking for a favorable judgment, which they have discussed and looked and processed whatever it needs to be processed, whatever needs to be looked at. Well, they decided to leave. I'm not going to say jurisdiction. They left where Oriyomi Hamzat expected an appeal to be heard. They decided to move to a different state. So he's wondering, why are we not in Ibadan? Why are we moving to a different state? A state that has nothing to do with where the incident happened, or where both of the victim and I'm not going to call him the suspect now, but because he has been indicted, he has been sentenced. Why are we going to a different place? So he's suspicious. He believes that there is a game plan, a gameplay somewhere, somehow, like they are working on getting favorable judgment. Maybe they have sat down with the judge. Lawyers have connected each other to a judge and they have sat down, they have discussed, they have looked, and everything well polished. Like, okay, you know what? This and this are what you guys can argue in court. If you can argue 6 of these, then somehow we can overturn this RIP sentence on this man. Maybe he will be given a lighter sentence. Or maybe they might want to give him 20 years or 30 years in prison, and the Bobrisky thing will be played out. Now, there are times that certain persons are given exclusive VIP section of the prison, and they pay for it. This guy has money. He has a lot of cash. So he can be given a section of the prison. In fact, some of them go as far as paying to modify, like paint, fix the toilet, whatever it is, to give themselves that comfort. They have the money, so they pay who will do the job. They even put air condition. Maybe they will even have a small generator to give themselves the electricity to stay fine. It's all about cash. The prison, not just in Nigeria, it has always been a place that you barely find the difference between the warders and the prisoners. They themselves have become criminal like the prisoner. So we do hear of this money exchanging hands. This has been the concern of a lot of people in the diaspora. They had asked from Oriyomi Hamzat, are you sure that this man, are you sure he's in prison or he is not in prison? This prompted Oriyomi Hamzat to dig to find out. Although he had said in Nigeria, you forget so soon, but those in diaspora are the ones that ask questions about the possibility of Mr. Rahman Adedoyin enjoying time outside of Nigeria, or maybe somewhere in a lodge somewhere, whilst people think he's in prison. The only problem is that he will not have access. He won't have access. He won't have access to walk freely. The other time that he was remanded, he was making videos on Facebook, talking and addressing. This is what got people upset. Like, wait, are you really? And you know why? Maybe they had restricted him later. But now that he has been sentenced to be taken out of this world, this man is fighting for his life. He doesn't want to go down the way he had taken the life of someone. Now, we have Evans, the kidnapper. Do you know that Evans is still alive? Evans is still alive. The reason why Evans will be alive is because Evans got a lot of money from what he did in the past. Does he have the money stashed somewhere? Possibly. It is that money that he is still probably using to maintain his freedom, sort of. Not really freedom, but that he's still alive. Evans has been sentenced since, before we even heard of Adedoyin. Evans has been sentenced, but Evans is still alive. Evans is still alive. So this go and unalive this person for this crime they committed. I don't know if it is really functioning, if it's efficient, if it's really true, if you have money to spend. They don't want to take you out without everything in your pocket finishing. Your lawyer is there. The police and the warders, they are there. They want to make sure that they empty what is your account. They want to have their share like Evans. They said he took a lot of money. Do you know how much he took from the kidnapping thing? So why will Evans just go like that? No, we must take out of what Evans stashed. And Evans also is not ready to buy. Same as Adedoyin, but they can buy people, but they don't want to buy.